look at Julie and you're like, she's the picture of health. She doesn't have any risk factors that you would think of. She's not overweight, she doesn't smoke, she's active. She's had 3 healthy pregnancies. April 24th, 2011, when everything suddenly changed. We'd had a typical Easter day. It was about 8:15 at night. Julie and I decided to go for a walk. We had been walking around this loop for about 45 minutes. It was like the earth swallowed Julie. She just collapsed at my right. The minute she was on the ground, she was gone. When you see the person you love, your best friend, your partner in life, mother of your children, just drop. You can't prepare yourself for something like that. So the flood of emotions and adrenaline come in, and you process things in microseconds. So I started some chest compressions and some breathing for, a minute, 2 minutes. I couldn't get her heart rate back. I couldn't pick her up. I couldn't carry her. I could see my house. I could see my parents' house. And it was 151 steps. And it was the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life. Was I had to leave her there in the street to go get help. But I knew if I didn't leave her, the situation wouldn't change. So I gave her some more compressions, and I gave her a really big breath, and I ran. The transport was a plane that was going to come out of the Dallas area. The FAA had stopped all flights from kind of the Dallas region to the Shreveport region because in between Dallas and Shreveport there were these lines of unbelievable thunderstorms and tornadoes. We're waiting, and they're about to take off. The window opens, and the pilots had exceeded the FAA limit. But they said, look, we got to get a new crew. These guys kicked in the door to that ICU, and it felt like the Green Berets or Navy SEALs coming in. I felt real hope in that moment because it's just amazing. All these people who never have met Julie are fighting for her. And that was another step forward.
She experienced a cardiac arrest without any preceding either known or established risk factors, and really it happened all of a sudden. And so that is not uncommon.
Our kids' school had organized a prayer vigil for Julie. The prayer vigil at the school was for 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning. The prayer vigil ended at 9 o'clock. Well, at 9 o'clock in her hospital bed, Julie's eyes opened. She was back.
It makes it very emotional for me too, of course, and just knowing all that they went through that I didn't have to go through. I just woke up and, in the hospital, I felt fine. And so I didn't have to experience, all the fear and heartache and, everything that they did.
When you look at a large number of patients that have out-of-hospital arrests, 5 to 10% survive. With bystander CPR, that survival likelihood or rate increases threefold.
So many people were a part of our story, and so many people fought for us, and that we would never have been able to have that opportunity if it weren't for CPR.
Through that diagnosis to implanting a defibrillator, which is an amazing piece of technology, to the small pills she takes every day. There has been one organization that has been a driving force for education, research initiatives, funding. We're indebted to not only the American Heart Association, but everybody who's ever given. Anybody who's ever given their time, their talents, their financial resources. It makes a difference.